Chris manages to protect the Alex, but is later subjected to a thorough investigation based on the allegation that the Federation forces are to blame for the recent battle. Chris herself feels responsible for the many lives lost, but as a soldier is left with no choice but to remain silent. Around the same time, in the Xeon base, Granada, the failure of Operation Rubicon is reported to Killing. He decides to take action. Having secretly assassinated the base commander, Killing has seized control. He gives the command to launch nuclear missiles at Rebo Colony in order to destroy the new Gundam. Bernie goes to Charlie and reports to him about the death of Hardy and the others. But the bad news doesn't end there. The time appointed is 3 days after Christmas. Charlie urges Bernie to use the interim to escape.
Aren't you going to flee?
I'm past the age. Besides, I took a liking to this colony.
Bernie decides to alert Al of the impending nuclear attack on Rebo Colony. Al is shaken by the news, but suggests that Bernie should go destroy the new Gundam before the attack. Bernie turns down the request. A beginner pilot like himself has no chance of success. Their best option is to simply escape from the colony.
I never had the chance to take down a mobile suit.
Just one, and you could be called an ace pilot.
I'm just a dumb rookie, trust me. I was extra luggage, nothing more.
Come on! You're just afraid. Afraid to fight the Gundam?
Yeah, I'm afraid. So what? Call me a coward if you want. I don't care.
But, Bernie, you're really strong. I bet you could take it.
Al, that's enough! If you want to live, run! Leave this colony behind.
That's stupid, Bernie.
Hearing this from his role model deeply disappoints Al. The two part ways, unable to settle their dispute. Sulking on his way home, Al runs into Chris. He asks her what she would do if the colony were to be subjected to an attack. She answers in a solemn tone. She would fight, but she wouldn't exclude the option to flee.
If you fight, people may die. It's a difficult choice because if you don't fight, people may still die. There's no right or wrong thing to do. You have to do what is within your capabilities, that's all.
As Bernie prepares his escape, he finds himself unable to abandon the people he has met in Rebo Colony and allow the death of his late teammates to be in vain.
All passengers of flight NTW-205 for Francesca. Boarding will start in 30 minutes.
Yep, that's right. We're taking off to the beautiful Francesca. You must be relieved that you were able to pay that money to live with that girl. way, I'm not drunk. Sure, I drank a bit. Not enough to get drunk though, no way. You brought up marriage in the first place. You need to stop lying to me. You think I want to go to that kind of place? Francesca, seriously, it's the worst colony. You taught the new woman to lie, didn't you? Same as you did with me, except she can't even stick to her lies.
Certainly, braving the flight may spell his death. Yet he decides to return to Al. Falling deeper into a hole at despair, Al beseeches Bernie once more to save the colony. This time, Bernie answers with strengthened resolve.
Well, okay. It'll take one more attack to beat that thing. Want to help me out?
Of course. Thanks, Bernie. The two of us can do it, if we work together.
You're right. We can do it.
And so, the two join hands in repairing Bernie's disabled Zaku 2FZ and preparing for the fight against the Alex. It's the night before the fight. Bernie, in anticipation of his possible failure, passes a disc of great importance to Al. He recognizes how nervous this has made Al and smiles, trying to set the boy at ease before they part ways once again. The next day, as Bernie prepares to begin the fight, Al is back at the spaceport waiting for his father, whom he hasn't seen in some time. With mixed emotions, Al still believes in Bernie. He goes to meet his father, but there, he learns something about the attack. The Zeon fleet that was to head toward Rebo Colony had surrendered to the Earth Federation forces. The nuclear threat is now gone. No longer is there a need to fight. Al runs to find Bernie to convey the news.
He doesn't have to fight now. I've got to stop him. I've got to let him know.
What is that?
Zaku in approach. Contact with base in 3 minutes.
Lieutenant Mackenzie, deploying for battle.
Roger.
That's right! Come this way, Gundam. This time, I'm your opponent. It's here.
Fight and people will die. Don't fight and people will die regardless. I choose to fight.
Even Misha may have been no match for this thing, but this is something I have to do.
Bernie! You have to get away from here! You can stop fighting.
Mobile Suit Gundam 0080. War in the Pocket. Stage 6. War in the Pocket.
The people of this colony, Mom and Dad, Al and Bernie, I have to do this for all of them.
Listen to me, Gundam. If I don't destroy you, everyone here will die. I can't let that happen. I won't let Al or Chris die.
Stop it! Bernie! You don't have to fight anymore.
You're going down.
The longer this fight draws out, the more casualties it will cause. I can't allow more people to die.
If I didn't fight, I'd cease to be who I am. You're going down. still won't go down, huh?
Okay.
Aha, Bernie.
Rah!
Bernie!
Al rushes desperately to stop Bernie from continuing the fight. He yells out Bernie's name again and again. But in the end, Al's nightmare comes true. Beneath the towering mobile suits, he witnesses the Zaku-2FZ with a beam saber thrust into its cockpit, slicing the head section off of the Alex. There is no doubt, no matter how much he may wish to deny it, Bernie is now dead. Al stands frozen still. He was powerless to stop the fight, but the tragedy unraveling before him has yet to be over. The pilot being rescued from the Alex's cockpit turns out to be the last person Al would have guessed. Chris. Al, now all by himself, realizes the harrowing truth behind this battle. December 25th, UC 0079. A violent skirmish has taken place in a space colony. But now, that conflict is over.
Al, okay, listen carefully. Inside this package, you'll find a full taped confession and all the evidence. I wanted to explain just why this colony has been targeted for a nuclear attack. It's important that if I die, you take this to the police. If you can get an adult to believe you, the colony can still be saved. You're probably wondering why I didn't just take this to them myself. Well, it would have been like running away. If I ducked out of fighting now, I would lose my identity. It's not like I hate the Federation or anything, or that I want to avenge the commander and the others. I'm not sure how to put it. You see, I need to fight the Gundam now. Maybe it's because I'm a soldier. I really don't know the reason why. Al, I don't think I'll survive this. But whatever happens, don't hate the Federation soldiers, nor the Gundam pilot. Because they're like us, you and me. They're just people doing what they think is right, that's all. It may be hard for you, but please, don't hate anyone, and don't blame yourself. This is my last request to you. If I somehow get through this, and the war ends, I'll come back to your colony. I'll see you again, kid. I promise.
The video recording left to him by Bernie, Al dreamed of it countless times after the war ended. It's as if he fears to one day forget those memories of Bernie and the words he left behind. Chris, having escaped death during the tragic fight, is now being relocated to Earth.
I'm glad I caught you. I wanted to be able to say goodbye in person. I'm sorry, I thought I was getting to stay too. I also wanted to say goodbye to Bernie, but I won't have a chance. So, will you say goodbye to him for me?
Right. Bernie will be sorry he missed you.
Farewell, Al.
Farewell, Chris.
January UC 0080. What would later be called the One-Year War has been won by the Earth Federation forces. Peace has returned to Rebo Colony, and Al begins a new school year.
The long and grueling war finally came to an end, and a peaceful life could be enjoyed again. It wasn't without leaving deep scars on this colony, however. We lost not only the school building, but also innumerable people. Parents, brothers, sisters, friends. It took a great many lives to afford this peace. I want all of you to remember this. Then, when you grow up, I want you to work toward a peaceful world where senseless wars may never occur again. Such is the role and responsibility of those who were left behind.
They have crossed over into a new era. The terrible pains suffered from the war's events will soon become a thing of the past. But for Al, there is just one memory he'll forever keep. A man who fought alone to protect this colony. Al tucks his cherished keepsake into his pocket. The young boy lives on to see what tomorrow will bring.